All right. Hey, I'm Lucky, and in today's video, we're going to be addressing some up-and-coming FOMO in Destiny 2. If you don't know what FOMO is, it's the fear of missing out. It's when something that's currently available in the game now may not be made available in the future. And in this video, we're going to be focusing specifically on Bungie's Deepstone crafting section that they had in last week's TWAB, which was really exciting. It's really cool to see that the Deepstone crypt weapons are going to be craftable, and we'll be able to get a bunch of cool new variations of those weapons. But along with that means that some good perks may not be available, and you may want to grind for some of these god rolls now because they may be some of the best rolls in the future, even with the crafted variations. I'll go ahead and cover what I'm talking about with right here. You can see that this, for example, is the Eye of Soul Adept. Right now, it can get opening shot and snapshot in the same column. It used to be able to get snapshot and opening shot. In fact, I have that roll, and if you ever see me using the Eye of Soul, I'm using that exact roll because I like it so much. Comparably, there's also the BXR Battler, which used to be able to roll snapshot and rangefinder, which it no longer can do that. Now you'd probably rock perpetual motion and kill clip for the god roll. But it would be really nice right now to be able to have rangefinder on it, and snapshot are both really good perks, but those were removed, and that's just in the last season that those perks were removed from this weapon and the ability to get those crafted. So if you have one of these sitting in your vault, a rangefinder battler, you have a really cool rare gem sitting in your vault, something that you can no longer acquire, and kudos to you. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over the god rolls and the interesting rolls of weapons in the Deepstone Crypt that you may want to acquire, or ones that you may have sitting in your vault that you might not want to delete even though weapon crafting is coming. So first up, we're going to talk about the weapon that I use the most. This is the Succession. You can roll Reconstruction and Vorpal. It would be pretty sad if Bungie did remove Vorpal from this column. It is a 15% flat damage boost across the board, and we did get a small list of perks that Bungie is bringing, and I'll bring that up here. We can see right here that Bungie is giving, they gave us this preview, which is the Heritage Shotgun will have Reconstruction Focus Fury, the Posterity will have Volt Shot and Rampage, the Trustee will have Rapid Hit Incandescent. Those all sound like excellent rolls. But this Succession with Reconstruction Vorpal is something that I use regularly, and if for whatever reason Bungie screwed it up and put Vorpal in the same column as Reconstruction now, or the damage boosting perk in this column wasn't nearly as strong as Vorpal, it would be definitely sad because I would probably still just use my old Succession, like you could very well use your old BXR Battler, for example, or a lot of weapons. Comment down below some weapons that you have that the crafted versions are not as good as the crazy rolls you got. I'm sure there's a bunch of them out there. I think there's like an Iron Banner hand cannon that also can get some crazy rolls that you can't even acquire anymore, right? Moving on to the next weapon, we'll talk about Posterity. It can now roll Reconstruction and One for All. I think that's probably the best perk option. You could also go with Rampage potentially, but if you're doing low-end content, but in challenging content, One for All is awesome, especially on a 180, and this roll is super unique and super fun to use. Definitely worth hanging on to if you have one sitting in your vault. If you don't, you might want to go, if you have some spoils sitting around, you might want to just go kill Taniks and open that chest, grab a few. You might be able to get this roll, because just in case Bungie does screw it up like they have in the past, you are going to be missing out on a seriously impressive roll. Those are the two weapons that I think are most noticeably going to be worth grabbing and keeping. I will talk a little bit about the other weapons. We've got the Trustee. Right now, there really is no good damage boosting perk, and that's why you don't really see the Trustee being used that much. So honestly, I don't think Bungie could screw this gun up. We'll see. Time will tell. So Trustees, I wouldn't really worry about hanging on to. The Heritage can get Reconstruction and Recombination, but like we saw before in that preview, Bungie did mention that they're bringing out some other perks here. They've got the Heritage with Reconstruction and Focus Fury, so I think that you're good with your Heritage shotguns. And then you've got the Commemoration, which can get Reconstruction and Dragonfly. Is that really an impressive god roll? Not so much. The Reconstruction is a cool perk, so I imagine the Commemoration that comes out with the update will probably be better. And the same thing with the Bequest. I'm sure that this will just get nothing but improvement, because right now it's a sword that really no one uses. Let me know in the comments if you have ever used the Bequest sword in any activity effectively. So I figured I'd make a PSA talking about these two weapons because I think it's worth grabbing a Succession of Posterity or not dismantling due to the up-and-coming changes. Let me know your thoughts about this down below, about the FOMO, and make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed. Smash the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.